Welcome back to the continuation of control and coordination chapter. In my last slide, we have stopped our discussion on receptors. As you can see on the slide, receptors are the sense organs which receive the stimuli and pass the message to the brain or spinal cord through the sensory nerves. Fine. So, these receptors are the specialized type of nerve fiber. So the receptors are the specialized type of nerve fiber that collect the information to be connected by the nerves. Receptors are in the sense organs of the animals. So they are of different types which I have already discussed in my last session. So let us move little bit deeper to know about this. As the phonoreceptors, as I said, it is in the eyes to detect the light. It is present in the eyes. Okay, so they are responsible for the visual stimulus. Fine. Now next one was phonoreceptors. They are present in the inner ear. The main function are hearing and balance of the body. Then comes your olfactory receptors present in the nose, receive smells. Then comes the gustatory receptors present in the tongue for the detection. Now coming to the second option, second concept, that is effectors. Now try to understand these words. This will help you out to understand detail about the nervous system. So what are effectors? Effectors are the muscles and glands which respond to the information from the brain and spinal cord through the motor nerves. These are, as in the first one, receptor, what we understood? We understood that these are the present in the sense organ. They are going to receive the messages and they are going to send it to the brain. Now it is effectors who are going to bring the messages from the brain and they are going to send it to the all the parts of the body through the motor nerves. Now the next C, sensory nerves are the nerves which carry information from the receptors to the brain and spinal cord. Sensory nerves are the nerves. These are the nerves which are going to take the information, which are going to carry the information. Whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we smell, whatever we feel, all these are being detected, are being sent to the brain or to the spinal cord through a specialized cells. We call it as sensory nerves. So coming to the next, motor nerves are the nerves which carry information from the brain and spinal cord to the effector, that is muscles and gland. These are the two types of nerve you should remember. So as I said, receptors are going to give the message to the brain. So there should be a connection, no? Somebody should be the mediator. So these two are the sensory nerves and the motor nerves plays like a mediator. So they are going to give the messages like sensory neurons or the nerves. These often occur in the sense organ. The sensory neurons receive the impulse means message from the receptor and conduct them, carry them toward the central nervous system, that is brain or spinal cord. In the same way, your motor neurons or motor nerves are the neurons which transmit impulse. They are going to transmit, they are going to transfer the messages from central nervous system, that is brain and the spinal cord, towards the effector, that is muscles and glands. Fine? I hope it is clear. Now coming to the human nervous system, there is a picture which I have given you a clear indication how the nerves and the brain are being attached. Okay? Now the nervous system, as you can look at here, the nervous system consists of a brain, consists of cerebrum, cerebellum and spinal cord. And if you go to the nerves which are receiving and which are sending, you are going to understand differently. So have a look on the picture for your information. Now human nervous system. Let me proceed on to the next concept, human nervous system. So the parts of the nervous system are, the human nervous system consists of central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. CNS and PNS. Nervous system of human consists of three parts, that is central nervous system consisting of brain, spinal cord. The brain and the spinal cord receive information from all the parts of the body and integrate it. So my dear students, the central nervous system consists of your brain and the spinal cord. The brain and the spinal cord is going to receive the information from all the sense organ and from all the parts of the body, and it is going to integrate it. Fine. Coming to the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system, that is PNS, consists of nerves that arise from the brain, usually we call cranial nerves, and from the spinal cord, we call it as spinal nerves. Through the nerves, the nervous system communicate with the muscles. So it consists of cranial nerves arising from the brain and spinal nerves arising from spinal cord. The pictures are very clear. You can zoom it and see. Just look at these pictures. This is the location of your brain and a clear picture of your spinal cord. I hope you are going to get a very clear cut idea where your brain is getting situated, where it is situated already, and how your spinal cord look like. So the peripheral nervous system, that is cranial nerves, as I said you, nerves go from your brain to your eyes, mouth, ear and other parts of your head. Central nerves are in your brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nerves go from your spinal cord to your arms, hand, legs and feet. Autonomous nervous system, nerves go from your spinal cord to your lungs, heart, stomach, intestine, bladder, etc. So autonomic, next one is autonomic nervous system, made up of a parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. Though connect the CNS, it work independently. So in our future class or in the next class, we are trying to understand more detail about the human nervous system. Thank you very much. We'll continue in the next class.